Welcome to the stream. Excuse me, let me know if the sound is all right. I will change some of the graphics as well. Update. We got a couple of news, both from Boca Juniors and Inter. We'll update this. Welcome to the stream. Excuse me, let me know if the sound is all right. I will change some of the graphics as well. Update. We got a couple of news, both from Boca Juniors and Inter. We'll update this. Welcome to the stream. Excuse me, let me know if the sound is all right. I'll change some of the graphics as well. Update. We got a couple of news, both from Boca Juniors and Inter. We'll update this. Welcome to the stream. Excuse me, let me know if the sound is all right. Change some of the graphics. So we got news from the Boca Juniors camp that both Bataglia and Merentiel are fit. They will probably be ready to start for Boca Juniors against Auckland City in Matchday 3. This is big news, especially for those on a Matchday 3 wildcard, so they will definitely be in my squad. So we got news from the Boca Juniors camp that both Bataglia and Merentiel are fit. They will probably be ready to start for Boca Juniors against Auckland City in Matchday 3. This is big news, especially for those on a Matchday 3 wildcard, so they will definitely be in my squad. So we got news from the Boca Juniors camp that both Bataglia and Merentiel are fit. They will probably be ready to start. So this will probably be my wildcard team. Big news, Donnarumma, Nuno Mendes, and Doué. Triple up from PSG. Triple up from Boca Juniors as well. Blanco, Bataglia, and Merentiel. I know there have been some issues with both Bataglia and Merentiel. They are definitely two of their best options, but late last night we got some news that they did participate in the last training session for Boca Juniors, so hopefully they will start in Matchday 3. I would actually like to have some more assets from Dortmund for Matchday 3. I really like Rierson, but this will probably be my wildcard team, but can't really fit him in. Late last night we got some news that they did participate in the last training session for Boca Juniors, so hopefully Dembele is not in the rumored starting 11 for PSG. I would actually like to have some more assets from Dortmund for Matchday 3. I really like Rierson, but this will probably be my wildcard team, but can't really fit him in. Late last night we got some news that they did participate in the last training session for Boca Juniors, so hopefully Dembele is not in the rumored starting 11 for PSG. I would actually like to have some more. Would have been a really good option, of course, but unfortunately for him and PSG, he has been carrying an injury, so he will probably not participate in Matchday 3. They did participate in the last training session for Boca Juniors, so hopefully Dembele is not in the rumored starting 11 for PSG. Would have been a really good option, of course, but unfortunately for him and PSG, he has been carrying an injury, so he will probably not participate in Matchday 3. They did participate in the last training session for Boca Juniors, so hopefully Dembele is not in the rumored starting 11 for PSG. Would have been a really good option, of course, but unfortunately for him and PSG, he has been carrying an injury, so he will probably not participate in Matchday 3. They did participate in the last training session for Boca Juniors, so hopefully Dembele is not in the rumored starting 11 for PSG. Would have been a really good option, of course, but unfortunately for him and PSG, he has been carrying an injury, so he will probably not participate in Matchday 3. Dembele is not in the starting 11 for PSG. Would have been a really good option, of course, but unfortunately for him and PSG, he has been carrying an injury, so he will probably not participate in Matchday 3. Dembele is not in the starting 11 for PSG. Would have been a really good option, of course, but unfortunately for him and PSG, he has been carrying an injury, so he will probably not participate in Matchday 3. Dembele is not in the starting 11 for PSG. Would have been a really good option, of course, but unfortunately for him and PSG, he has been carrying an injury, so he will probably not participate in Matchday 3. The reason why I sold Rearson to bring in Dumfries is mainly because that transfer will give me an extra additional captain option. Will most probably captain Brandt if I decided to captain a Dortmund player. Why I sold Rearson to bring in Dumfries is mainly because on the 26th I had no that transfer will good give me captain options, extra no players playing really, so I wanted to bring in Captain Brandt, player from Inter, and Dumfries. If I decided it's to rumored to be why I sold Rearson. A lot of sources have confirmed that he has trained 26th. I has looked good in the last couple of training sessions, so hopefully he will start in Matchday 3 against River Plate. I wanted to bring in Donnarumma from Inter, a double up from the PSG defense with Nuno Mendes, Dumfries as mentioned, and Blanco on some set pieces for Boca Juniors and in the last couple of training sessions. Hopefully he will start in fixtures day 3 against in all of the competition. Bataglia is a double to Donnarumma, by the way. Yeah, I know both Bataglia and Martial, both of them have been rumored to carrying some niggles, but both of them have been confirmed to be fit. So hopefully they will start in Matchday 3. I'm willing to take a punt in all of the competition, but definitely, as mentioned, the best fixture in this competition playing against Auckland City. So Bataglia will be in carrying some niggles. Same goes for Martial. The triple up with Blanco from Boca Juniors. On my bench, I have a triple up from Real Madrid. They are playing last in the match day, so definitely makes sense to have all of fixture Madrid options on play against Auckland. Dumfries is around. Dumfries, he has been rumored to be fit. Triple up with Blanco. A lot of sources. On my bench, I have a triple up from Real Madrid. They are playing last in the match day, so definitely makes sense to have all of picture Madrid options on play against Auckland. Dumfries is around. Dumfries, he has been rumored to be fit. Triple up with Blanco. A lot of sources. On my bench, I have a triple up from Real Madrid. They are playing last in the match day, so definitely makes sense to have all of picture Madrid options on play against Auckland. Dumfries is around. Dumfries, he has been rumored to be fit. Up with Blanco. A lot of sources type in Dumfries injury. Real Madrid, they are playing last in the match day. So Fantasy Football Center, according to Jaropass, Dumfries has fully recovered from his injury. Dumfries is around. Dumfries, he has been rumored to be fit. Up with Blanco. A lot of sources type in Dumfries injury. Real Madrid, they are playing last in the match day. So Fantasy Football Center, according to Jaropass, some of the sources saying that Çalhanoğlu will be fit to start as well. Be fit. A lot of sources. Type in Dumfries injury. Real Madrid, they are playing last in the match day. So Fantasy Football Center, according to Jaropass, some of the sources saying that Çalhanoğlu will be fit to start as well. Be fit. A lot of sources. Type in Dumfries injury. Real Madrid, they are playing last. So hopefully this latest news from the Intercamp is real. Some of the sources saying that Çalhanoğlu will be fit to start as well. Dumfries has fully recovered from his injury. He was only rumored to be out in the first game against Monterrey, so hopefully this is true and that he will start. In case he doesn't feature, I know this that latest there is news from the Intercamp is real involved in bringing in Dumfries, but if he's injured, we have bench options as well. So recovered from his injury, he was willing to take the punt. I have the funds on my wildcard to bring in Dumfries. Initially, I had Rearson in that position, in case but I had 4 million in the bank, so taking a punt on Dumfries makes sense. Involved in bringing in Dumfries, but if he's injured, we have bench options as well. So Renan Lodi is a really good option. I have the funds on my wildcard to bring in Dumfries. Initially, I had Rearson in that position, in case but I had 4 million in the bank, so taking up on Dumfries makes sense. Involved in bringing in Dumfries, but if he's injured, we have bench options as well. So Renan Lodi is a really good option. The deadline is on my wildcard to bring in the 1 hour and 17 minutes away, so 1 hour before the kickoff. So taking up on 77 minutes until the deadline. I know that in Matchday 1 we got a surprise considering the deadline, but I think that they have been pretty clear that the deadline will be 1 hour and 17 minutes away, so 1 hour before in 1 hour and 50 minutes. 77 minutes until the deadline. I know that in Matchday 1 we got a surprise considering the deadline to get a clean. I actually like Dortmund for Matchday 3, to be honest, playing against a severely weaker opponent compared to themselves, but 77 minutes until the deadline. I like my other defenders as well. Double up from Real Madrid, Garcia, Trent, big potential, and I have the funds to involve him in my team, so it's really hard for me to not have Trent for Matchday 3. Garcia, I think that he is a really good value asset at the moment, 4.9. Playing as Real Madrid, starting left back. Garcia, Trent, big potential, and I have another positive with having triple up from Real Madrid on the bench is that it makes it really easy considering our substitutions. He is a really if I have good value asset at the moment, 4.9. Some players playing blanks in Real Madrid can just put in left back Madrid guys. So Nuno Mendes, I like to double up from PSG as well. Another of course have Rearson instead of Nuno Mendes, but from Real Madrid on the bench only played 30 minutes in Matchday 2, so I think that he will definitely start for PSG in Matchday 3 and playing blanks in Real Madrid. Considering that they lost in Matchday 2, I know that was a big surprise, but they won in the Champions League final. They won in Matchday 1 4-0. Really impressive stuff against Atletico Atletico Madrid. So in matchday 2, so substitution that he will definitely start for PSG in matchday 3. And I definitely like Dortmund and Rierson for matchday 3, but I know I can't really fit him in. They won in the Champions League final. They won in matchday 1 4-0. Was really impressive stuff against Atletico Madrid. So in matchday 2, so for substitution that he will definitely start for PSG in matchday 3. And I definitely like Dortmund and Rierson for matchday 3, but I know I can't really fit him in. They won in the Champions League final. They won in matchday 1 4-0. Was really impressive stuff against Atletico Madrid. So in matchday 2, so for substitution that he will definitely start for PSG in matchday 3. And I definitely like Dortmund and Rierson for matchday 3, but I know I can't really fit him in. They won in the Champions League final. They won in matchday 1 4-0. Was really impressive stuff against Atletico Madrid. So in matchday 2, so for substitution that he will definitely start for PSG in matchday 3. And I definitely like Dortmund and Rierson for matchday 3, but I know I can't really fit him in. They won in the Champions League final. They won in matchday 1 4-0. Was really impressive stuff against Atletico Madrid. So in matchday 2, so for substitution that he will definitely start for PSG in matchday 3. I definitely like Dortmund and Rierson for matchday 3, but I know I can't really fit him in. They won in the Champions League final. They won in matchday 1 4-0. Was really impressive stuff against Atletico Madrid. So in matchday 2, so for substitution that he will definitely start for PSG in matchday 3. Definitely like Dortmund and Rierson for matchday 3, but I know I can't really fit him in. They won in the Champions League final. They won in matchday 1 4-0. Was really impressive stuff against Atletico Madrid. So in matchday 2, so for substitution that he will definitely start for PSG. Definitely like Dortmund and Rierson for matchday 3, but I know really fit him in. They won in the Champions League final. They won in matchday 1 4-0. But yeah, to summarize that, Dortmund, they are one of the bookies' favorites to keep a clean sheets for matchday 3. So definitely, if you have any Dortmund defenders, start them for matchday 3. If you want to transfer some of them in, go for it. But on my wildcard, don't really have to summarize that for a Dortmund defender. They are one of the biggest favorites to keep a clean sheets be in my matchday 3. So definitely. So the midfield, Battaglia, no, as mentioned that he has been for matchday 3. If you want to transfer some of them in, go for it. Kind of a doubt. We got some information about a small injury, but he did participate in Boca Juniors' last training session together with Merentiel. So definitely the triple up with Blanco, Battaglia, and Merentiel is for me the best triple up from Boca Juniors. Cole Palmer, I know that he has not impressed kind of in the competition so far, but on set pieces, small injury, but on penalties for Chelsea, I'm willing to give Cole Palmer another go for matchday 3. Brandt, as mentioned, really good fixture, playing really advanced for Dortmund. One of their most nailed on players. Arias as well on set pieces for Fluminense. Really good fixtures from against Mamelodi Sundowns. I know that he has and my first captain option for matchday 3 will be so far. So triple up from, as mentioned, Boca Juniors, and a triple up from PSG as well. Up front, I will have Agahova. He will be my captain. As mentioned, really good fixture, next set of fixtures. on
really
penalties for
advanced
Porto.
Dortmund.
Really good season
One
in
of their
24-25.
nailed on
Players, areas as well,
and he
and
did
set
score in
pieces
Matchday
for
2
Fluminense.
as well.
Really good
So
pictures
from
against Agahova up front with Merentiel, and on the bench I will have Vinicius Junior as well. So Kripla from kind of weird, as mentioned, Vinicius Junior, he was one of the players there. Up front I will have Agahova. He will be actually really good next set of pictures. Penalties probably should avoid, really good but considering that Mbappe is injured, players, areas as well, did score in Vinicius Junior really more interesting. Might be on penalties with Merentiel as well for Real Madrid, so Vinicius, hopefully he can deliver in Matchday 3. From kind of weird, as mentioned, Vinicius Junior, he was one of the players there. Up front I will have Agahova. He will be actually really good next set of pictures. Penalties probably should avoid, really good but considering that Mbappe is injured, players, areas as well, did score in Vinicius Junior really more interesting. Might be on penalties with Merentiel as well for Real Madrid, so Vinicius, hopefully he can deliver in Matchday 3. From kind of weird, as mentioned, Vinicius Junior, he was one of the players there. Up front I will have Agahova. He will be actually really good next set of pictures. Penalties probably should avoid, really good but considering that Mbappe is injured, players, areas as well, did score in Vinicius Junior really more interesting. Might be on penalties with Merentiel as well for Real Madrid, so Vinicius, hopefully he can deliver in Matchday 3. From kind of weird, as mentioned, Vinicius Junior, he was one of the players there. Up front I will have Agahova. He will be actually really good next set of pictures. Penalties probably should avoid, really good but considering that Mbappe is injured, players, areas as well, did score in Vinicius Junior really more interesting. Might be on penalties with Merentiel as well for Real Madrid, so Vinicius, hopefully he can deliver in Matchday 3. From kind of weird, as mentioned, Vinicius Junior, he was one of the players there. Up front I will have Agahova. He will be actually really good pictures. Penalties probably should avoid, really good but considering that Mbappe is injured, players, areas as well, did score in Vinicius Junior really more interesting. Might be on penalties with Merentiel as well for Real Madrid, so Vinicius, hopefully he can deliver in Matchday 3. From kind of weird, as mentioned, Vinicius Junior, he was one of the players there. Up front I will have Agahova. He will be actually really good pictures. Penalties probably should avoid, but considering that Mbappe is injured, players, areas as well, did score in Vinicius Junior really more interesting. Might be on penalties with Merentiel as well for Real Madrid, so this hopefully he can deliver in Matchday 3. From kind of weird, as mentioned, Vinicius Junior, he was one of the players there. I really had Agahova. I actually so this is the predicted lineup for Dortmund in Matchday 3. Brandt starting, possibly no Rierson again, but can't really see him being benched twice in this competition after starting over 30 games in the Bundesliga. This is the predicted lineup for Dortmund in Matchday 3. Brandt starting, possibly no Rierson again, but can't really see him being benched twice in this competition after starting over 30 games in the Bundesliga. This is the predicted lineup for Dortmund in Matchday 3. Front starting, possibly no Rierson again, but can't really see him being benched twice in this competition after starting over 30 games in the Bundesliga. This is the predicted lineup for Dortmund in Matchday 3. Front starting, possibly no Rierson again, but can't really see him being benched twice in this competition after starting over 30 games in the Bundesliga. This is the predicted lineup for Dortmund in Matchday 3. So no news on my timeline over at X. I think that this team hopefully can do pretty well in Matchday 3. I really need a good match day. I started really bad, 56 points. Terrible captain option for me. Ended up with Cambiaso as my captain. Couldn't have been much worse, to be honest. So no news. Started for Juventus in Matchday 1. My timeline over he picked up a yellow card and then got subbed off at halftime. So 0 points for Cambiaso. So can do no effective well captain for me in Matchday 1. I really need a good match day. I started really 56 bad, points. 56 points. Terrible, not great captain option for me, but Matchday 2, 106 points, really solid match day for me. Hopefully worse, to be honest. I can do well in Matchday 3 as well. Started for Juventus in Matchday 1, my timeline over he picked up a yellow card and then got subbed off at halftime, so 0 points for Cambiaso. So can do no effective well captain for me in Matchday 1. I really need a good match day. I started really 56 bad, points. 56 points. Terrible, not great captain option for me, but Matchday 200. So my captain plan is to start with Due as my captain. Will then change to Agahova, the Porto forward, Marathel against Auckland City, Cole Palmer, another goal, Julian Brandt from Dortmund, Tom Fries, and if none of them deliver, I will have Vinicius Jr. in the last game of Matchday 3. So a lot of good captain options if you go for this wildcard. My captain plan is to start with Due as my captain. Will then change to Agahova, the Porto forward, Marathel against Auckland City, Cole Palmer, another goal, Julian Brandt from Dortmund, Tom Fries, and if none of them deliver, I will have Vinicius Jr. in the last game of Matchday 3. So a lot of good captain options if you go for this wildcard. My captain plan is to start with Due as my captain. Will then change to Agahova, the Porto forward, Marathel against Auckland City, Cole Palmer, another goal, Julian Brandt from Dortmund, Tom Fries, and if none of them deliver, I will have Vinicius Jr. in the last game of Matchday 3. So a lot of good captain options if you go for this. So wildcard. Latest news: Marathel and Battaglia, they have trained with Boca Juniors and rumored to start in Matchday 3. Same goes for Dumfries, Auckland City, Cole Palmer, another goal, Inter wingback. Missed out in Matchday 1 and Matchday 2. Really attacking defender, known from both the UEFA Champions League fantasy game and of course the Euros last summer. So latest news: Marathel and Battaglia, they have trained with Boca Juniors Let's have to start in Matchday 3. Same goes for Dumfries. So, in the first set of fixtures, I will have Douai in Matchday 1 and Matchday 2. Really attacking when Group A finishes, I will have Agahoba, Group C, UEFA Champions League fantasy possibly Marenfiel, Euros Group D. So Cole Palmer, latest news, Brandt from Group F. They have for Dumfries from Group E to start in Matchday 3. No good captain options from in my team from Group G. But in the first set of fixtures, I will have captains from Group A to Group E. If all of them fail, I will have Group A finishes. I will have Junior Group C for the last game. Possibly Matchday Group D. Cole Palmer, latest news, Brandt from Group F. They have Dumfries from Group E to start in Matchday 3. No good captain options from in my team from Group G. But in the first set of fixtures, I will have captains from Group A to Group E. If all of them fail, I will have Group A finishes. I will have Junior Group C for the last game. Possibly Matchday Group D. Cole Palmer, latest news, Brandt from Group F. They have Dumfries from Group E to start in Matchday 3. No good captain options from in my team from Group G. But in the first set of fixtures, I will have captains from Group A to Group E. If all of them fail, I will have Group A finishes. I will have Junior Group C for the last game. Possibly Matchday Group D. Cole Palmer, latest news, Brandt from Group F. They have Dumfries from Group E to start in Matchday 3. No good captain options from in my team from Group G. But in the first set of fixtures, I will have captains from Group A to Group E. If all of them fail, I will have Group A finishes. It's Junior Group C for the last game. Possibly Matchday Group D. Cole Palmer, latest news, Brandt from Group F. They have Dumfries from Group E to start with Matchday 3. No good captain options from in my team from Group G. But in the first set of fixtures, I will have captains from Group A to Group E. If all of them fail, I will have Group A finishes. It's Junior Group C for the last game. Possibly Matchday Group C. Cole Palmer, latest news, Brandt from Group F. They have Dumfries Group E start 3. No good captain options from in my team from Group G. But in the first set of fixtures, I will have captains from Group A to Group E. If all of them fail, I will have Group A finishes. It's Junior Group C for the last game. A lot of managers posting their team over at X at the moment. I think that there is a great variety in the teams. In the first set of pictures, I will have captains from Group A to Group E. If all of them fail, I will have Group A. A lot of managers who play the Club World Cup fantasy game. A lot of managers posting their team over at X at the moment. That's obvious. I think that there is a great Cavani as well. I've seen him in a couple of teams. I haven't really watched Cavani since the Man United days. Can't really see him being a great option. He's obviously still fit, but yeah. A lot of I'd rather have Battaglia in midfield. Club World Cup fantasy game. Doubling up with Wildcard and Cavani as my forwards. Obvious. I think that there is a great Cavani as well. I've seen him in a couple of teams. I haven't really watched Cavani since Man United days. Can't really see him being a great option. He's obviously still fit, but yeah, a lot of. I'd rather have Bataglia in midfield.
Club World Cup fancy
Then
game.
doubling
A lot
up
of managers
with
posting their
Wildcard
team
and
over
Cavani as my forwards. Obvious.
I think that there is a great
Cavani as
variety
well.
in
I've
the
seen him
teams.
in a couple of teams. I haven't really watched Cavani since Man United days. Can't really see him being a great option. He's obviously still fit, but yeah, a lot of. I'd rather have Bataglia in midfield.
Club World Cup fancy
Then
game.
doubling
A lot
up
of managers
with
posting their
Wildcard
team
and
over
Cavani as my forwards. Obvious.
I think that there is a great
Cavani as
variety
well.
in
I've
the
seen him
teams.
in a couple of teams. I haven't really watched Cavani since Man. Low flying birds, you know you have a loop of previous audio in the background. I did not know that, but hopefully it's gone now, I guess. Not really sure what that's all about, but I have this new audio setup with Rode Unify. Usually works pretty well, but it's kind of complicated, to be honest. So I'm not really an expert, but hopefully the loop of previous audio is gone. Let me know in the comments how is sound. Obviously that's not really comfortable listening to an echo, but hopefully the echo is gone at this point. Mate, this is completely unlistenable, unfortunately. So sorry, low flying birds. Hopefully the sound problem will be fixed. There are several audios running at the same time in the background, unless it's just me. Several audios running that does not sound good at all. I haven't really done any live streams since, was it mid-May, the last game week of the FPL in game week 38, so probably I've hit some settings in my audio panel that is not good for streaming. At least my videos have sounded reasonably well, but of course I need to sort out the live streams as well. My wildcard team is Rossi, Pellegrino, Hakimi, Antonio Silva, Ribeiro, Doué, Ulis, Zenon, Gonzalo Ramos, Merentiel, Girassi Bonu, Dumfries, Cancelo, and Salem Davsari. What do you think? Antonio Silva. I like most of these players, but let's have a quick look at the fixtures. Don't really see the inclusion of Antonio Silva playing against Bayern Munich, especially if this is a wildcard. Antonio Silva, that's the Benfica centre back, right? Unless there is another Antonio Silva, I think that all of your players are decent, but Antonio Silva should be replaced with another defender, to be honest. Playing against Bayern Munich, can't really see Benfica keeping a clean sheet against them, so. Hello, brother. Good content. Thanks. Keep grinding. Yes, I will. Okay, seems to be resolved. Yeah. Thanks for letting me know, Low Flying Birds. Really appreciate it. Firstly, for letting me know about the audio issue. And of course, secondly, for telling me that it's better. Yeah, had him since. I might just sell him on Wildcard. Best replacement for Antonio Silva. There are a couple of really good assets for Matchday 3. I like Rierson from Dortmund. Let's have a quick look at your team. Again, you have Girassi. I think probably Rierson could be a good option, 4.9. I actually had Rierson in my team for a couple of days since playing the wildcard, but today I sold him to make way for Dumfries. He is rumored to start for Inter in Matchday 3, and it's not that I don't like Rierson, but Dumfries, I really would like to have an Inter player for Matchday 3, mostly because of the fixtures on Thursday, the 26th of June. I don't really have any players. Inter against River Plate, Urawa Red Diamonds against Monterrey. So I would like to have, just for safety, to have a captain option in this set of fixtures as well. So this is mostly the reason why I sold Rierson to bring in Dumfries. So in the first set of fixtures from Group B, my captain will be Doué against Seattle Sounders. From Group A, I will have Agahova, the Porto forward, on penalties. From Group C, I will not have any players from Benfica or Bayern Munich, but I'm targeting the Boca Juniors fixture against Auckland City. So Merentiel will probably be my captain in that fixture. From Group D, Chelsea, I will have Cole Palmer on set pieces, including penalties. Group F, Dortmund, I will have Brandt for that one. Group E, Dumfries. No players for me from Group G, Vidad Al Ain. I think that this fixture is really hard to predict, and I will not target Juventus or Man City players playing against each other. But from Group H, Real Madrid, triple up, and I will have Vinicius Jr. as a captain option on the last day in Matchday 3. So with this wildcard, you will have a lot of different captain options. Hi, I could have picked Blanco, but because of low ownership, I went with Pellegrino. Yeah, Blanco, when I picked him a couple of days ago, actually he was below 5%. I read some stats from him in the 2024 season, did really well. Started the season good this year as well, so I will probably just keep Blanco in my team. Ask Dravidan, hi, good to see you, and I subscribed and hit the like button, bro. Thanks, really appreciate it. I think that if you hit the like button, I think that this stream will be more visible for other people as well, so that's really, really appreciated. And of course, if you want to subscribe to the channel, that's really, really appreciated. I post videos as well as doing those live streams, so if you're interested, subscribe to the channel for more FIFA Club World Cup content. So the channel is mostly about Fantasy Premier League, so if you play that game as well, you should definitely subscribe to the channel. No worries, mate. Glad it's resolved. Was keen to hear your wildcard thoughts. Yeah, not really sure, but I had those issues before. I think that when it comes to the technical aspect of streaming, I just need to improve, I guess. But yeah, really glad it's resolved. But this will be my wildcard: triple up from PSG, triple up from Boca Juniors. I'm not really satisfied with only having Brandt for Dortmund's good fixture against Ulsan. I had Rierson all week, so I talked about why I sold Rierson to bring in Dumfries, but I might as well just sell Garcia. Antonio Silva to Ramos, yeah. Like that transfer, especially since it's on a wildcard and don't cost you a -3. I know Antonio Silva did well in Matchday 2, but I think Hakimi is a keep at the moment. He is rumored to start for PSG, so the reason why I'm going for Nuno Mendes is the fact that he actually was rested in Matchday 2, so I think that he probably is a bit safer than Hakimi at this point, but if Hakimi does start, then he has attacking potential as well, so I think both are good options at the moment. Let's see. Dumfries. Hakimi has 48.7% ownership. Things that if you don't have any defensive assets from PSG, that could really hurt our ranks if they keep a clean sheet in Matchday 3. So at least I think that we should have one defensive asset from PSG. And as mentioned, I will probably double up with Donnarumma as well. Hakimi played 90 minutes against Botafogo in the last 90 minutes. Thing is that Nuno Mendes, he actually started in Matchday 1, kept a clean sheet, played 80 minutes against Atletico in their 4-0 victory, but in Matchday 2 he was on the bench, only played 35 minutes, and this is why I think that Nuno Mendes is the safest option for Matchday 3. Thoughts on Picares? I think that he is a good option, of course. As you can see, 17 points so far, still below 5% owned, and Palmeiras, they have a good fixture in Matchday 3 against Inter Miami. The thing is that I like the fixture playing against Inter Miami, but I'm not sure if this goes for the defenders. We know that Inter Miami, they have quality up front. Of course, we know about Messi, Suarez. But Picares, he can contribute with attacking returns as well. So yeah, really good option, and you have the potential scouting bonus as well. So and Nuno Mendes brace, that would be great. Let's have a quick look at. We saw that Hakimi, he was close to 50%. Nuno Mendes is well owned as well, but not that high as Hakimi. So Nuno Mendes is owned by 33% of the managers at this point. So yeah, Mendes would definitely be the PSG defender to target if you're only going for one of them. I just want my rank to go up, well, because I got caught in early deadline in Matchday 1 and didn't set my team in Matchday 2. That's unfortunate. Wish you good luck. Good luck as well. Best cap in my team for early kickoff. Do I right? Yeah, I think that attacking the fixture for PSG and captaining one of their attacking assets is the way to go. So my captain for Matchday 1, the first fixture, will definitely be Doué. So I will have Doué against Seattle Sounders. In the next set of fixtures, I will have Agahova, Merenthiel from Group C, Cole Palmer from Group D, Brandt from Group F. One of the reasons why I sold Rierson to bring in Dumfries is that this will give me a captain option from Group E as well. So Inter against River Plate, I will captain Dumfries if I need to. No captain option for my team from Group G, but I will have Vinicius Jr. on the last day of Matchday 3 playing against Salzburg. Any news on Gonzalo Ramos? No, not that I've seen. Let's have a quick look over at X for some news. Haven't really checked for the last 15 minutes. This is old news, the latest from June 15th. So What's your league name so I can search and join? Ah, I totally forgot. I actually had a plan to put the link in the description, but had some issues before going live, so totally forgot it. I will quickly give you the link to the league. My leagues. So the name of the league is TFS Mini League. I will post it as a comment as well. Copy link. So close to 50 participants in the league as well. That's really good. I had a terrible match day one, only 56 points, but I joined the 100 club in match day two, so climbed in the ranks after match day two, and hopefully match day three will be a good match day as well. So if you haven't done so already, subscribe to the channel. I post videos before each match day of the competition. I will make a video ahead of the round of 16 with predicted teams to advance from the group stage, stuff like that, and players that we potentially should target ahead of both the round of 16 and the quarterfinals. I made a video, a wildcard video ahead of Matchday 3 as well. If you find the time, please go give it a watch, give it a like. That's really appreciated to support the channel. So obviously this is for the FIFA Club World Cup Fantasy. Normally I post videos about FPL, Fantasy Premier League. Started making content last season, live streams and weekly videos. The Fantasy Premier League. My best rank in FPL is actually 157 in the world, so that's pretty decent. I have 3 top 10k ranks from FPL as well. Terrible season last year though, so let's not talk about the last FPL season. Had a terrible start going without Erling Haaland, and he did so well in the first, was like 10 goals in the opening 3 matches, something like that, but I did not have Erling Haaland for those games. Haaland was in my team for match day 2 in this competition though, so that gave me some points. Let's have a quick look at my match day 2 results. I just joined. Wish you good luck. Thanks for joining. Thanks for joining this stream as well, and best of luck to you as well. My match day 2 results. Full house from my defenders, including Armani, the goalkeeper. So really satisfied with my defense in match day 2. Obviously, Pavlidis, my 12th man, he did deliver as well with 11 points. Kind of disappointed in Akhtar Koglu, especially. Really good fixture playing against Auckland City. And so, I'm not sure, but the swing between Di Maria and Akhtar Koglu has been so big in this competition, even though Akhtar Koglu, he looked like the best option ahead of the tournament, considering his stats in the 2024-25 season. So kind of frustrating owning Akhtar Koglu did not start in Matchday 1. He started against Auckland City, but a blank from Akhtar Koglu. At least he did deliver again 17 points in Matchday 1, 9 points in Matchday 2, while Mastan 210, really good player. I've watched both other games, but no returns so far. Had a couple of big chances, so it could have been a different story for Mastan 210. Up front, as mentioned, and this is why I checked, Holland 12 points, scored a penalty, got an assist as well. Extra points for shots on target, so 12 points, decent return from Holland, but when we check the scoreline from Man City against Al Ain, we could possibly expect something more from the Norwegian striker. Girassi, 1 goal from him as well, and Kane, my captain, he did deliver 1 goal and 1 assist. So 106 points in Matchday 2, decent return, especially considering that I only got 56 points in Matchday 1. Really frustrating. All of my captains in Matchday 1 disappointed, and I ended up with the by far worst captain option in Matchday 1 with Cambiaso. He started for Juventus, great, but he picked up a yellow card and was subbed at halftime. So frustrating Matchday 1, really good Matchday 2, hopefully Matchday 3 will be a good one for my wildcard team. My team name is Bekilo FC. Bekilo FC. Have that in my notes as well. I'm not sure how fast the mini leagues are updating, but I'll definitely go in and check. My leagues, TFS mini league, Bekilo. Update the page to see if it's maybe like in FPL, if you join a mini league, it's updated after the next deadline. Maybe this is the case in this game as well. Can't really see you. Bekilo. I think we need to take a look at your team after the update. To be honest, can't find you in the mini league at this point, I'm afraid. Second chance league. Join the second chance league for the knockout stage. Yeah, why not? I'm in. So the deadline is only 24 minutes away. Let's have a quick look over at X to see if there are any team news. Yeah, by the way, this is the predicted PSG lineup for Matchday 3. No Kvaratskhelia, no Barcola, no Hakimi. I think this team is close to locked in for me at the moment, to be honest. Mendes and Doué both in the predicted PSG lineup. Triple up with Donnarumma, triple up from Boca Juniors as well, playing against the weakest team in the competition, Auckland City. I have a Dortmund player that can be a potential captain option for me if both Doué and Agahova fails in the opening sets of fixtures, and I have sold Rierson to bring in Dumfries. He's rumored to start for Inter. He's past fit, participated in the last training session for Inter, so hopefully he will start in match day 3. My triple up from Boca Juniors will be Blanco, Bataglia, and Merentheal. I know that both Bataglia and Merentheal have been doubts ahead of match day 3, but they, together with Dumfries, have been doubts, but participated in the last training session for their team. Blanco on some set pieces. Someone in the comments just wrote that he is above 5% owned, so no scouting bonus for Blanco. That's kind of annoying, to be honest. When I selected him earlier this week, he was like 1.5, something like that. Let's have a quick look at Blanco. Blanco is 7.1% selected, so no scouting bonus for Laturo Blanco. Merenthal is 13%, while Bataglia is actually 5.2. Really. So the Boca Juniors players and their ownership have really rose in the last few hours. Let's have a quick look at Zenon and his ownership. Zenon is... this is kind of tempting to just sell Bataglia to bring in Zenon. Let me know in the comments what you think. Bataglia probably more secured of minutes, but Zenon, he is more attacking and he is owned by less than 5%, so he will get the scouting bonus. Sunam Rabden Anton instead of Blanco. I've been on both Blanco and Bataglia all week. Am I going to sell them 20 minutes before the deadline? I'll kick myself if Blanco and Battaglia holes in Matchday 3, but Blanco out, Battaglia out, Zenon, Anton in. The thing is that if I were to pick a defender from Dortmund, I would probably go Rierson. Some of the same reasoning why I'm picking Nuno Mendes. I think that some of the biggest clubs with some depth in their squad, they will have some rotation and some of the players will have their minutes managed. And Rierson started in matchday 1, only played 10 minutes in matchday 2, so he looks set to start in matchday 3. So Rierson would probably be my go-to Dortmund defender. The thing is that if I were to pick like Anton or Rierson, it would probably be instead of Garcia, I guess. Yeah, thanks, Sonam, for mentioning Anton. I really like him as an asset, to be honest. Will probably start for Dortmund, but as mentioned, if I were to pick a player from Dortmund, it would probably have been Rierson due to the fact that he was benched in matchday 2. I'm really, really weak for the Boca Juniors players ahead of matchday 3, to be honest. Auckland City, I watched both of the games, conceded 16 goals, 10 against Bayern Munich. They're just terrible. So tripling up on Boca Juniors will probably happen on my matchday 3 wildcard team. The thing is that I can potentially go for Anton or Rierson in defense and have both Zenon and Battaglia. I could sell Arias, could potentially sell Brandt as well. Need to make a decision soon, only 15 minutes left. If I sell Brandt, it's definitely doable. I will have 8.6 for a Dortmund defender. The thing is with Svensson, he started both matchday 1, played 90 minutes in matchday 2 as well. Really solid asset, but I think that he could potentially get a rest in matchday 3. This is why I think that Rierson probably is the better option. Anton 4.6, Rierson 4.9. So this could be an option for me. still gives me an asset from Dortmund, and I'm keeping the triple up from Boca Juniors. 3.4 in the bank. I think I'll probably just stick with this at the moment. Blanco, Bataglia, Merenthal as my triple up from Boca Juniors, and Brandt as a captain option from Dortmund. The thing is that on Wednesday from Group F, Borussia Dortmund, Ulsan, Mamelodi Sundowns, Fluminense, I could potentially captain, of course, Arias in that fixture. I will have Arias from Fluminense playing against Mamelodi, but feels safer captaining Brandt, to be honest. Arias is a really good option though, so I talked about him ahead of my Matchday 2 team selection video and players to target as well, and he did really well in Matchday 2. 14 points from Arias, scored a direct free kick. Extra points, got an assist as well. Scouting bonus. Happy days for Arias owners in Matchday 2. Hopefully this will be the case in Matchday 3 as well. Let's have a quick look over at X. So this is the predicted PSG lineup for their fixture against Seattle Sounders. No Barcola, no Hakimi. Nuno Mendes is rumored to start, and Zaire Emery on right back. So according to Sam Neon, this is wait. PSG lineup is actually confirmed. Nuno Mendes starting, Hakimi starting as well. So if you have Hakimi in your team, you can just keep him. Doué is starting as well. Kvaratskhelia as well. So no Barcola. So if you have Barcola, he should be a sell ahead of Matchday 3. No Ramos. So there are a couple of well-owned assets in the PSG team like Barcola, Ramos. If you have them, you have 11 minutes to decide on replacement. Of course, they could come in from the bench, but with the information available that they will not start in Matchday 3, I think that they are definite sells ahead of Matchday 3. So Mailu is starting up front for PSG, Doué, Kvaratskhelia, Ruiz, Vitinha, Neves, and in defense Mendes, Hakimi on the backs, and Pacho and Marquinhos. Donnarumma, of course, he is the starting goalkeeper for PSG against Seattle Sounders. Hakimi starts. Yeah, PSG. Yeah, I know at this point Sørloth. I don't really like Sørloth. He is a bit of a risk. even if Sørloth starts for Atletico Madrid, he is prone to an early substitution. He needs a lot of chances. I know that he had a really good season end for Atletico Madrid, scoring a lot of goals, but I think that Julian Alvarez is still the main man up front for that Atletico team, so not that convinced. I know that Agahova is only priced at 4.2, and this will leave a lot of funds in the bank, but I think that he probably is a better option than Sørloth at this point, to be honest. And this will give you a captain option from Group A as well, especially if you don't have Messi against Palmeiras. I think that Porto against Al Ali is a good fixture. A blank from Agahova in Matchday 1, but he scored a penalty. He looked good in Matchday 1 as well. Really good stats from the 24-25 season. So at 4.2, I know that it looks almost too good to be true, but he is a good asset, to be honest. Another option can potentially be Lautaro Martinez from Inter, especially if you want a captain option from Group E. Inter against River Plate. I don't have any options from Urawa Red Diamonds or Monterrey, so this is one of the reasons why I sold Rierson to bring in Dumfries. So if you need a new striker and want to sell Ramos from PSG, that makes sense. And Martinez from Inter, if you can afford the upgrade, that could be a good replacement. Delap is rumored to start for Chelsea as well. Could be a decent punt. Jackson rumored to leave Chelsea soon. Delap is rumored to start in Matchday 3. So only 5 minutes left until the deadline. We know the PSG starting lineup. It's on the screen at the moment. No Ramos, no Barcola. Hakimi starting, Mendes is starting, Donnarumma, of course, in goal. I think that if you own any of the PSG players that does not start, I think that even though if it's for a -3, I think that it's probably worth selling them, to be honest. Thoughts on Igor Jesus? He has been impressive so far. Let's have a look at his fixture in Matchday 3. Playing against Flamengo. Tough fixture in Matchday 1. Didn't really notice. I watched the game against Chelsea. I didn't watch Los Angeles against Tunis in Matchday 2, so I'm afraid I can't give you any insights on Igor Jesus, but I read good things about him before Matchday 1. Definitely a punt. Let's take a look at his ownership, 0.1%. So could be a really good asset, but I think that you're playing against the odds by including Igor Jesus. I think it was a bit weird because Igor Jesus haven't really noticed him, but of course it's the forward. He did really well in the opening game weeks. Scored against PSG as well. On paper, one of the toughest fixtures left, of course, playing against Atletico Madrid. Still owned by below 5%, so if you have Gonzalo Ramos in your team, I think that selling him to bring in Igor Jesus is definitely worth a punt, to be honest. I think I would prefer Agahova, but if you want to take a risk, then Igor Jesus against Atletico is a good option. Scored against PSG, as mentioned, so definitely a really good player. I'm not sure how long he will stay at Botafogo. I read some stats from his season, and he looks like a really good player. I got kind of confused searching up Igor Jesus, and only the player in the midfielder from Los Angeles came up, and this was of course because in my filters I had only defenders and midfielders. So sorry if that was confusing, but Igor Jesus, the striker, is definitely a good fantasy option. On penalties as well for Botafogo. So yeah, if you have Ramos, a swap to Igor Jesus is definitely worth a punt, especially if it's for free. I think I will probably do it for a -3 as well. Only 1 minute left until deadline. Let's just update and see if my team is ready. So I'm not sure why RS doesn't have his picture, but yeah. Let's double check the dates. It's really important to have the players that are playing on the latest date on your bench. So Donnarumma is playing on the 23rd of June. This is why he's starting. And Fabio is on my bench. Same goes for all of the Madrid players. They are playing late in the match day, so they are on my bench. But looks like my team is ready. Due will be my captain in the first match in match day 3. We're only seconds away. And the game is locked. So hopefully your team is ready for match day 3. Hopefully all of your transfers went in. Best of luck for match day 3. Hopefully you enjoyed this stream. Subscribe to the channel for more streams and FPL and fantasy football videos in general going forward. The battery on my computer is running out, so good timing. As mentioned, hopefully you enjoyed the stream. Leave a like, subscribe to the channel for more fantasy football content going forward.